Well, hey everybody, it's me, Bryson Booker, and guess what? I'm here at school. But guess what? It's time for me to go home. I can't wait to get out of here. It's winter break season, and when it's winter break season, you know it's time for more videos. And today I have a very special pro audio review just for you. I'm thankful to my boss for letting me borrow this product to do a review on. But not only that, I'm also using it to record someone's voice tomorrow. So that's why I have it in my possession. And again, shout out to my boss for letting me take it and borrow it and use it for this review and for my music. But I have something very special for you. And as soon as I show it to you, many of you are going to be like, dude, no way. But yes, way. It's not mine. I do not own it personally. But while I'm here at school, I use this mic extensively. Both me and my boss and any other guy on the team is able to take out this mic and use it on different events that we have here around campus. And so, what am I waiting for? Let me show it to you. And so, let's see. Let's rotate our screen here. I may have to stop the video to do this. So give me a second. So here we go. This is the mic right here. Obviously, it's a Sennheiser. Um, this is my first Sennheiser mic review. This is the very first mic that I've reviewed from the company here on BBTV as well as on Facebook. And guys, let me tell you, over the past couple of months, I really had a conversion experience with this brand. I used to not like it. I used to hate it as a kid, especially as a young sound engineer. I always chose Shure because, well, Shure is the standard. I mean, right? Everybody knows about an SM58. Everybody uses an SM57 on something. Everybody knows about the Beta 87 and the Beta 58 and how they're really popular microphones that any musician and any sound guy can get their hands on for cheap. But you don't really hear too much buzz about Sennheiser. And if you do, it's from dedicated Sennheiser users or people that, again, like me, have had a true conversion experience and don't just choose brands just because they're, top popular off the shelf brands that are easily accessible. You know, Sennheiser is a brand that is accessible, obviously, to the average musician, but to me, over the past couple of months, has really been a step up in quality in terms of build quality and sound quality. Rather than the Shure microphones. Not saying that Shure microphones are bad. Shure microphones are great mics. They're great mics. And if you're first getting into sound reinforcement, I would start using Shure microphones because they're great mics to really, I guess you can say, cut your teeth on and really get into the industry and really perfect your craft. But as you start to move up and you start to try different sources and different voices and work with different people, what I found in Shure's, and many people EQ them different ways. I found that doing a more subtractive EQ approach is best. But you start to lose the articulation sometimes in a Shure microphone, or you'll have too much of it that you have to take away a little bit, but then it sounds a little muffled. Obviously, that's a common complaint. And like I said, many people have different EQ methods of doing it. I personally use a subtractive EQ method where I don't like to add anything. I really just take the bad stuff away and let the source be the source. But what I found with Sennheiser microphones, such as this MD421 II, which I'll be reviewing today, is these microphones have a natural articulation in the upper mids. It's a much more creamier articulation, and you'll hear it in the sound demo. But the articulation with Sennheiser products are much more creamier. They allow the consonants to come through of a voice much clearly, and it's easy to understand the subtle words of a person. And to me, Sennheisers closely resemble the natural human voice. Shure mics also do, but it seems like sometimes they have artifacts that if you don't take them out, you'll know that the person is coming out of a PA system. With Sennheiser, you put the mic on their voice, you may have to get rid of some little idiosyncrasies that the mic has, but for the most part, to me, it's a bit more natural and it's a bit more fuller than a Shure. And that's what I've grown to love about the mics like the MD421 II, as well as their vocal mics, the EA35, which I plan on getting this Christmas to replace my Shures and even my EVs. So that's how much I've been converted, guys. And so this is the mic I'm going to be reviewing today. This mic is a classic. Again, as soon as I probably open that up, you're like, oh my God, he has it. But again, it's not mine. It belongs to my boss. He let me borrow it for this review here. But this mic is famous for its use on pretty much anything. It's just like the SM57, guys. You can use this on anything. Anything your heart desires. Guitars, kick drums, though I wouldn't recommend doing that one in particular. Uh, Floor tom. Everybody uses this, including my boss. He loves to use this on floor toms. Floor toms, high toms, snare drums, vocals, guitars, acoustic guitars, you know, anything, again, that your heart desires, this guy can do it. It is the little brother to the Sennheiser 441, which is a mic that's much more expensive than this one. This one will cost you about $400 at your Guitar Center or and such. And it's built very well. It does kind of have a plastic body. I'm going to tell you one thing that I really hate about this microphone, that everyone seems to hate about this microphone, is this microphone clip. This is the stupidest clip that a microphone manufacturer has ever made. If I have one beef about Sennheiser, number one, it's the sibilance of these mics. Number two, it's the stupid clip on this particular model. This is a very dumb clip. So it's like, if you press that button, it'll slip off. And so you got to be really careful not to press that button during a performance or even as you're miking a guitar cabinet. And so what I found and what my boss found is to tape this down with some gaff tape, and it'll keep people from pressing that button. But that's, obviously the mount here is the major disadvantage here. But obviously, this is a dynamic microphone. It's a cardioid microphone, so primarily the sound comes from in front of it, not on the sides. You just talk in the front of it here where it says Sennheiser. It also has a 3-stage high-pass filter. Actually, you can call it a 4-stage high-pass filter. So you have 3 levels of high-pass filter plus a speech setting. Right now it's set on music, and that's the flattest setting. But as you go up, you'll start to hear the high-pass, which you will hear in the demo. And so again, the mic comes in this nice plush case. See, so when you're done, you can store it in this nice protective case. The case is strong, very strong. If you try to put it, I don't know, in a fire, the case itself, I think it probably would survive. It's that, nice. And the mic itself is not that durable, so try not to drop the mic that much. Let me open it back up again here so you can see something else. But let's see here. As you can see here, there's a little dent on top of here, and that's, from drummers. Again, my boss uses as a floor tom mic, so that's from drummers, hitting it accidentally. So as you can see, the top of the grill here is not really that durable, and I would say the casing itself, maybe you can drop it once, but I would not keep dropping it because it seems like the capsule itself is not. It doesn't really want to handle it, and it looks as if it doesn't need to handle it. So try not to drop it. But with that being said, we can now start the sound test. I want to let you know what I'm doing the sound test with. So my signal flow. The microphone is going to sit on this normal boom stand here, connected via an XLR cable into my Behringer UMC22 interface with the Midas mic preamp. So it's going directly into this interface, into my computer, and then once I load my computer, you'll see what DAW I'm using. So I am using the Harrison Mix Bus DAW. So here we go. I kind of already recorded the audio for this test, so which you will hear audio only. You're just going to hear audio coming up next. So this is the DAW I use, the Harrison Mix Bus. Great DAW, by the way. I would encourage you to get it. Great sounding DAW. So this is what I'm using. So it's going from preamp to computer into Mix Bus. And obviously I'll let you know if I'm doing processing or not in the sound test, which will start right now. So get ready. We're going to test this microphone and the video will be done. This is my voice on the Sennheiser MD421 II. Again, this is my voice, no processing, no EQ on the Sennheiser MD421 II. I am using the mic without a pop filter. This is my voice on the Sennheiser MD421 II with a pop filter. Still no processing, no EQ, no compression, but I added a pop filter. Again, this is my voice on the Sennheiser MD421 II with a pop filter, but no processing. This is my voice on the Sennheiser MD421 II, but with processing. I added EQ, I added compression, and I also added a de-esser. This also features the pop filter on the microphone. So once again, this is the mic with EQ, with a de-esser, and a pop filter featured on the microphone. Again, test of the Sennheiser MD421 with pop filter and processing. It's time to test the Sibilance on, did I say Sibilance? Sibilance on the Sennheiser MD421 II. So this is the mic with no processing, no pop filter, and we're going to test the Sibilance. Sibilance is pretty much strong S's that mainly come from the high frequencies. Some people like it because it makes the mic sound crisp, but in a mix, it can really be harsh on the ear, and it can really be annoying because you can hear those S's that are really pronounced and very stingy to the ear around 5-6K in the high frequencies. And so we're just going to test the Sibilance. If you didn't know it already from my talking, I'll give an example. So here we go. Susie sells, that's a tongue twister. Susie sells she sells at school for 50 cents each. Again, Susie sells she sells at school for 50 cents each. Again, testing Sibilance. I'm going to add the pop filter now and say the same line again. Susie sells she sells for 50 cents each at school. Susie sells she sells at school for 50 cents each. Testing Sibilance on this mic. The final thing I want to test on this Sennheiser MD421 is the variable high pass filter that you have on this mic. Obviously, those who use this mic know that there's a dial on the back of the mic that controls the high pass level. And so right now, the mic is set to music. This is with no processing. I do have a pop filter on the microphone, but no EQ, no compression, no de-esser. So I'm going to turn the high pass knob on the back of the microphone to the first level of low cut. So let's do that now. So this is the first high pass on the Sennheiser MD421. Hey, check 1, 2. First high pass. Going to switch it now. Second high pass on the Sennheiser 421. Again, second high pass. Check 1, 2. Going to switch it again. Third high pass on the Sennheiser MD421. Starting to sound a little unnatural now, a little sterile and a little brashy in the upper mids. This is the third high pass. And the last high pass is speech. So now we are on the speech setting for the Sennheiser MD421 II. Kind of sounds a bit unnatural for speech, but if you like that sort of thing, this is how it sounds on the last high pass level on speech. And we're back on music, which is obviously the most natural and the flattest of all the settings.